atmosphere type of thing, or do you think that has any effect on this?
No, I wouldn't say it has any effect on the player's perspective per se, but definitely from a fan's to the keeper and set things up.
Matt Koska up ahead here.
We got stoppage in play. I believe that was an offsides call on the Saints. Joel Trent working around. Matt Course. He looks back to Joel. Try things from the other side of the field.
First, the 5'11" junior from Plainfield, Illinois.
Here's Justin Light bringing it in. Him and senior Brendan Knowles are in the top 5 shooting in the entire NAIA. So got a good squad coming in on the first line of offensive middies.
Quick whistle there. Gabe, how would you describe this offensive attack for Lawrence Tech this season?
So far what I've seen is that they're very patient with the ball. They like to keep a long possession going, get the defense tired out on the opposing team's side, and while giving our team's defense a good rest. You're not going to win a game by playing defense the entire time, so it's good for our offense to slow things down, work the ball around, and then transition into your gameplay after you get the ball around a couple times.
Blue Devils at 3-3 on the season, trying to get above 500 today, coming off a big 19-8 win over 5th-ranked Kaiser on a spring break trip that followed up a loss to number 3-ranked Cumberland's. There's a big answer back down in West Palm Beach, Florida. Now getting WAC play underway. The next 4 after this will also be WAC play. We have Lourdes coming up, the number 9-ranked team in the country, and then Michigan Dearborn and Indiana Tech, Concordia. All ahead on the Blue Devils schedule.
These WAC games are important, Jason, because you can drop a few out-of-conference games, and that won't affect your national ranking too much. But the second you start dropping WAC games, then you get in a little bit of trouble, and you got to keep that momentum going throughout conference play so you can really get a high seed when it comes tournament time.
Couture making his way in there, couldn't quite get a clean shot off.
No, no more touching. In fact, they don't even have a yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's a 30. Usually it's a 30 yard. It's hard because this doesn't even have a so there's no more.
Aquinas at 3-2 on the season. They've lost 2 in a row. And a tough triple overtime loss to Benedictine College down in Kansas. It was a 12-11 final, coming off a 9-6 loss to the University of St. Mary. They're also getting WAC play underway. 2-2 on the road this season. One of a few different home locations that the Blue Devils have had this year due to the construction going on over at the LTU athletic field. That'll be done eventually and should be a really neat site once they finish it up over at the LTU athletic field. But for now, kind of causing some different location, not necessarily a problem, but not used to playing in all these different locations for your home field in the early part of the season.
And that'll all pay off in the coming years. This is a young team. They'll get to play in a nice stadium next season, and then continuing after that, and more facilities are going to be putting in. So only up from here for Lawrence Tech.
Here's Brendan Knowles. Roll away from traffic, ground ball, and it's scooped up by Aquinas.
See Brendan try to take it through too many guys there, but he's a tough middie, and a lot of times he gets away with those. That time the Aquinas defense got the best of him.
Joey Fitzgerald here, 6 goals in the season from Plymouth, Michigan.
See, Aquinas was not able to get it in the box in time. Changes possession over to Lawrence Tech. Dylan Couture is bringing it down. Pass over to Aiden Nolan. Here's Brendan Mullins from Royal Oak. Really positive development in his play over the past year. He's really coming along as a strong midfielder.
Justin Light tied for the team lead in goals with 13. 4-time varsity lacrosse player in high school during his high school days in Heartland, Michigan.
Aiden Nolan seemed to get off to the side of the net, but I think we get a push in the back call. And push with possession results in a flag, and that'll give LTU an extra man on this upcoming possession.
No score yet, 10:33 to go in this first quarter of play. 9:06 left in the first quarter. No score yet. Justin Light here.
Good pressure on the man-down defense by Aquinas. See LTU trying to move the ball hot, get him out of space. Down to Musket. He brings it back up top to Light. He's going to shoot it, and he goes top shelf. Beautiful shot there.
Ripped that one through. So Justin Light now with the team leading goals at 14 on the season. And Blue Devils are up 2-0.
See, Justin Light's got a very powerful shot. You know, you'll hear coaches and everybody preach the overhand shot. It is a very high percentage shot, and he executed perfectly there, just ripping right over the goalie's head.
Blue Devils are up 1-0, rather. 8:47 to go in this first quarter.
And there's a face-off win, corralled by Joel Smith. He's going to take it in, pass it to Musket. Oh, late flag coming in on a push with possession on Jacob Flood.
Aggressive battle for this ground ball on the near sideline.
You see Musket getting it going the other way with the flag down. It'll be a great opportunity, and he nets it.
Maverick Muscat, a very cool name of his 6th goal of the season, his 14th point, and the Blue Devils off to a quick 2-0 start.
If you follow high school lacrosse, you see Maverick just a year ago on the Heartland lacrosse team, a very high competitive team, losing to the state champions Catholic Central, and Muscat really proved himself to be a leader and quite a game changer in all of those tournament games late in the season, and he's proving himself to be just as good of a college athlete.
Computer science major from Heartland, Michigan, as you mentioned, Heartland High School. Maverick Muscat and Justin Light, the 2 goal scorers in the early goings for Lawrence Tech. Off to a nice start here against Aquinas.
They would have got the ball. They probably got the ball.
3-3 on the season. Blue Devils looking to get to 500 today. Above 500 today. Aquinas coming in at 3-2.
Another late flag coming in on a push from behind with possession. Aquinas still with the ball, looking to clear it upfield. LTU stops it, and there we get the whistle. There'll be a man down coming up here.
Gabe, defensively, what do you think we're looking at here for Lawrence Tech in terms of their philosophy on this end of the field?
Seems like what they would call a box and one. You got your 4 long sticks at the corners around the perimeter, and then you got Alex Schluter in there. Captain defensive mid, he's senior. He's a great athlete, and he's able to occupy the entire midfield. There's a shot there.
A little bit of a stinger there, but a big save from Joel Trent. 6'4", 230 from South Lyon.
He's a tough one to get one by. There's another save by Trent right there.
The approval of this Blue Devil crowd here at Farmington Hills Harrison High School. Next few will be played here.
Good ride there by Aquinas. Schluter able to corral it back up, and he's taking it downfield himself.
Alex Schluter, the senior and 2-sport athlete, also on the hockey team. He went down there.
All over the back.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard when you're chasing someone down and they all of a sudden stop and you don't have the time to catch yourself.
There's Damian Hudson, the freshman. He's He's learned quite a bit this season. Really possesses a lot of speed and great footwork. Just a matter of learning and growing for him.
LTU's back up to even strength here and on the attack once again. Couture brings it down to Oles.
Oles, the Warren, Michigan native. 34 points last season. He's WAC All-Academic, so excellent character off the field as well. And now Damian Hudson. Jab step, that quick fleet-footedness that I just spoke of.
Here's Oles getting around his defender, and he buries it low.
3-0 Blue Devils after Brendan Oles strikes. The big names are in the mix early on. Brendan Oles joins the party. 3-0, his now 24th of the season.
See Oles just able to get behind the defense there while his defender had his back turned to him. Drops down then in the alley, and Musket fed him. Got around his defender real quick. Faked high, put it low. Great execution.
Oles coming off Offensive WAC Player of the Week. Had 10 goals in 3 games last week. .5'11", senior from Casino High School. Blue Devils swept the WAC Player of the Week awards last week. As I mentioned, Oles won Offensive Player of the Week, and Nick Kubik, the Chicago, Illinois native, won Defensive Player of the Week. And now here are the Blue Devils on the defensive end.
See, the core of the LTU defense is down one man, Brett Foley, senior defender. He's been starting the last couple of years, and he's really come along as a player, but suffered an injury in that game against Kaiser. Luckily, I believe he was able to stay in long enough to help secure that win, but they're missing him today for sure.
Speed there of Nash West to get by the defender, put it behind to the next position, and now working here is Cam Rogers, another senior.
Of course. Oh, and Joel Trent with a huge stop right on the doorstep.
Trent coming up big early, and the Blue Devils are up 3-0. The fast in midfield. Nice catch there from Oles. Now behind the net will work.
Brennan Mullins coming on at the midfield position, followed by Couture.
Here is Couture. Now Mullins. Back to Couture at the top. Now Couture will flip it over to Oles.
Oles gets around his defender. Good save there. Musket able to back it up, keep the possession in favor of the Blue Devils. Couture, very strong right-handed shot. Might see one here. There it is.
Right on cue. Gabe called it, and it's 4-0 Blue Devils with still 4:20 to go in this first period.
Sometimes you're just able to tell when you got a step or two on your defender and he's already committed to going one way and you take it the other. And Dylan just able to know his range and take it from a nice 20-yard shot and put it low off hip side on the Aquinas goalie.
Gabe, you were like Tony Romo there, just kind of calling things out.
Yeah, maybe I should be in the talks of defensive coordinator.
There we go.
Just like Romo's being recruited for, possibly.
He seems to have some sort of a vision. I don't know how he does it, but he can call stuff out.
It's just years and years of experience.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. And Tony is, see it all NFL season. It was great to watch. There's Kubik with a great face-off win.
He's winning a lot of face-offs this season. There's the bounce shot, and they score 5-0.
A huge swing in momentum there from Kubik, able to capitalize on the goal just scored and then him taking it himself.
LTU goal scored by number 36, Nick Kubik.
Literally took it by himself and then did it by himself. It was an excellent job from Nick Kubik there, the sophomore Well, as I mentioned, won Defensive Player of the Week last week. He was winning 96% of his faceoffs, at least over the past week or so. Transfer from Alabama, Huntsville.
You love to see those guys get in on the scoring. They are grinding at the X all game long. Usually face-off, get-off. That's what it's called as a FOGO. And that time he did not need to get off. He took it himself and did a great job.
Yep. He does get off there. And now here is Cam Rogers, the senior from Windsor.
Aquinas needs to take advantage of this possession here and try and get something going. It's a long game, but you don't want to get down too much early in the game.
Nope. Game of runs.
That it is.
5-0 lead, but early it is.
Errant pass there, and that goes out of bounds. Great check. LTU defense really standing strong.
Yep, that was Wyatt Nesball that time. The freshman. Plenty of potential and promise on display there. Long pass down the field. Tough to haul in for Joseph Rosales. They do get it back, and here's Alex Schluter. Works it across. Jacob Flood.
Flood really coming along in these first couple games back. He suffered a broken arm in the offseason, and ever since he's been healthy, he's been making a huge contribution to this Blue Devil offense.
42 points last season, had 33 goals and 9 assists. It was a big piece in last year's campaign. Blue Devils trying to follow up what they did a season ago, and this team, Gabe, we talked about it before the year, trying to get back, I guess, to where they were a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, you know, last season was a little bit of a drop-off, not in talent or anything like that. I think it was just a little bit of a team chemistry. They brought in a big freshman class. Results with the shot there, getting blocked. Like I said, a very young class coming in, a very young team, and you really see them developing now. And it seems like they've become a brotherhood. They know where each other is at on the field, and that's what they were missing last year. And it's good to see that they're back on top now.
Justin Light at the top, trying to roll away from traffic. He'll scan over his options. Worked against there by Colbert Haley. Light with 53 seconds left in the possession clock. First year of the possession clock in the men's game. We've seen it in the women's game for a few years now. There's Hudson. Alley was closed off pretty quickly there. Working from the X position, Jacob Flood. Held to the outside. What a move!
Great save there.
Yep.
It's a great move by Flood, drawing both defenders up top and then spinning back down to the inside. Just unable to get it past the keeper there.
So quick 5-0 start for Lawrence Tech. 1:46 to go in this first period. We get a whistle here. First WAC matchup of the season for both teams. Blue Devil women won in the first of our doubleheader, 14-10 over Siena Heights. They're off to a 1-0 start and WAC play after 1-6 start overall. And head coach Marianne Meltzer told me that, you know, they were looking at it as kind of a new season, and possibly a new birth and new life, and hopefully they can get some momentum going. And this Blue Devil team, obviously WAC play, at the end of the day, you think of as probably the most important part of the season.
Absolutely.
And trying to get off to a nice start here, and certainly are off to a nice start at 5-0. Getting taken down there was Justin Light. Ground ball. Blue Devils get it back.
Gets it right back and over to Oles. Look for him to dodge, right-handed. Just a little bit outside.
We've already seen that blister of a right-hand shot so far from Oles. Damian Hudson will get things going here.
Good check there by the Aquinas defender, but Oles is able to get it back. He takes another shot, tries to go high, and the Aquinas keeper able to recover real quickly and make that hop over the net.
Nice perseverance and hustle there from Oles. Now Hudson has it back. Scored his first career goal a couple of weeks ago.
It's always good to get that first one under the belt. You get a little more confidence. We got a flag down. I have to assume it's some kind of interference. I didn't see what happened.
Light tries to go low off stick side there, and now there is the whistle.
Big man-up opportunity here for the Blue Devils. Get all your best weapons out in the field and hope to work it around, use that extra man to your advantage, and make a smart shot. You don't even need a fast shot. You get around a few times and get your personnel in the right places, and hopefully just a few quick passes once they start the play and it's in the back of the net, but we'll see here. Flood in the crease. He's known to make a living in there, and to look to feed him.
Quick passing around the perimeter. Get it back.
Good job by Light there, keeping possession.
There's a pass in front, and with the shot, but off the mark that time was Maverick Muscat, looking for his second of the day.
That was great vision by Oles there. Just got to get that pass up a little higher and make that shot just a little bit easier for Muscat, but regardless, it was a tough pass and almost had a great opportunity there.
Muscat defensively applying the pressure. We get a whistle here. Gave that quick passing that we saw there. What do you think that does for a team in terms of, I guess, the production?
Well, first off, you want to move it as fast as you can, just to, get a look at what the defense is doing, and you want to get them out of position, get their heads moving, get them distracted by throwing different cutters through the middle of the field, and hopefully you do some off-ball movement as well, sliding people to different switching positions there, and that's really the gist of it. You just got to keep the ball hot, keep the defense moving, and opportunities will appear.
Well, the Blue Devils are off to a 5-0 start, capitalizing on opportunities in the early goings. 2:36 to go in this opening period of play. A timeout call. We'll be back in a second here on LTSN. You're watching Blue Devil Men's Lacrosse. Welcome back to LTSN, getting the second period underway. Gabe O'Neill, Jason Ross Jr. back at the LTU Athletic Field. Blue Devils off to a quick 5-0 start.
Really got to keep momentum going here for the Blue Devils. Got a 5-0 lead, but that is not enough. Aquinas could come back with a run of their own and really make this a ball game. Aquinas is going to start a man down, so hopefully LTU can get this possession real quick and make something happen on offense with the time they have remaining.
Important face-off coming up here. It's kicked off this second period.
Got to have that ground ball. There's Joel Smith there, brother of the assistant coach Jack Smith, both Romeo natives. Joel, I believe, locked down a first or second team all-conference honor as a freshman last year. He's a very good defender, very quick, fast. That's what you want out of your long stick midfielder. Going to put him on the Aquinas midfielder that has the best stick skills and is the most threat to get a goal.
Here's Sam Kolinsky. He has 3 goals on the season. Turns in front, and Aquinas is on the board.
Really used that height that he has over Joel Smith there to his advantage, able to get the shot over his head and found the back of the net.
So 5-1 now here in this second period, 14:21 left.
Sam's goal scored by number 88, Sam Kolinsky.
So now Kubik back in to take the draw. I mentioned he won 96% of those draws last week when he was named Defensive WAC Player of the Week. Going up against Jake Lee here.
There he is, getting a nice face-off win there real quick.
Goes down, emerges back up, down again, ground ball. Schluter there to poke it back. And the Blue Devils have some time to scoop that up, and Schluter can.
Yeah, you can try and find your goalie here possibly, really set up your clear. Looks like Schluter's going to make something with his feet. He's got the speed. And wasn't able to clear the midfield within those 20 seconds. Got to get it in the box on the other side of the field.
Aquinas trying to spark some momentum, trying to spark some energy. Coming from their sideline, hoping to go on a run here. Still down 4, plenty of time to go. There's Cam Rogers. Call his name quite a bit this afternoon. Rogers moves to the top, a quick shot, another save made by Trent. Rebound goes back to Aquinas. Another opportunity, and that one spills wide left.
I think Joel Trent was able to get a piece on that one, but just a great effort on his part, really keeping the Blue Devils defense on top. Chase won by net ball. Got stoppage and play here. Here's Schluter using that speed, getting above midfield. He's going to go down to Oles. Yep.
There's Dylan Couture. Drop it back off there for Brendan Mullins. And back to Couture. Over to Oles, one of the goal scorers today for Lawrence Tech. Kept wide, now he'll try to roll back inside. Defensive job there from Kevin Heisner.
Very good defense there. A little 15-on-15 matchup.
Couture this time against Dan Deerdick.
He gets it back up to Dylan.
Now to Oles in front, and that one's will roll over right next to, is that our camera guy Brett over there? Brett's down there, okay.
I believe that's one of the Aquinas cameramen.
Gotcha.
Getting the highlights on their end.
Well, we'll have all the highlights coming up for you after this one on the LTU Athletics social media channels. You can catch those in the LTU Sports Report next Monday on Fox Sports Detroit at 4:30 p.m. as well, or on the LTU Athletics YouTube channel. All the highlights from the men's and women's game. And just 6 seconds on the possession clock here for Lawrence Tech. Here's Couture. He'll have to get a shot off. It's low. I believe the clock might have expired before he got that off.
It was close, but either way, Aquinas with possession. They take it. Good clear there. Had a lot of open room, took advantage of it. Don't need to make too many passes if you can just run it downfield.
Cam Rogers over to Walker West, the Brighton, Michigan native. Trying to work inside down the alley.
Very good trail check there. Sometimes when you get beat, you got to throw those last minute checks, and it pays off right there. Had a good opportunity at the net and stripped.
Blue Devils with a 5-1 lead, 11:08 to go in the second period. They scored the first 5. Aquinas hoping to get on a run into the half. Sam Kolinski.
Great question mark dodge there, and he is able to execute it perfectly, put it in the back of the net over Trent's shoulder. It's a tough move to guard, and it's a tough one to pull off as an offenseman too, but no issue there as he rips twine.
It's Kolinski's second of the day, and it's a 5-2 game.
Talks about that game of runs. It seems like Aquinas starting one here.
Yep. You saw it with the momentum and energy they started to build up on their sidelines. Looking a bit more bouncy now. You can kind of see the momentum driving either side based off looking at the sidelines sometimes, and just how lively one team is. You probably say that about every sport. But,
oh yeah.
It's definitely a momentum-driven sport, as you said.
If your guys are in it on the sideline, hyping you up, It just gives you all the more confidence in the game. There's Smith there getting a great takeaway. LTU with possession now, looking to make something happen. And this small run by the Saints.
They get the personnel changes in. Damian Hudson back out there, along with Justin Light and Brendan Oles.
Look to see a dodge here from Oles.
Sizing him up.
Force it there a little bit to the middle of the Flood. Good defense by the Saints. Got a scrum in front of the net now, and Flood's able to come away with it.
Flood
Very
emerges.
impressive. Tries to go low, but the Saints keeper's there.
Galloping the other way with speed and momentum is Matt Hagner.
Good job by Light there, getting back on defense, taking away that fast break opportunity.
Walker West across for Cam Rogers. To Walker West again. He's actually an avid hunter in his free time. Freshman. Joey Fitzgerald, 6 goals in the season to go along with 8 assists. They put it out in front there. And Joel Trent's ready.
Does a great job of just finding the ball and taking away the pass over the crease right there. Low pass by Oles. Light's able to get it back, but he's tripped up there. No call. Still with the ball. Got to get it upfield.
Clipped off the stick of Hudson. Picked back up by Sam Asuri-Kanata.
Good ride there by the Aquinas defense.
Walker West had 25 goals and 15 assists last season. Coming off a 40-point year.
See Trent there one-on-one with the attackman, just able to get a piece of it. Takes it right over the net, and that is just incredible on his end. Open shot, and that's it. Good left-hand rip from the top right corner there.
So a 3-0 run for Aquinas, and it's 5-3 after the 5-0 start for Lawrence Tech.
Saints goal scored by number 11, Joey Fitzgerald.
That was Fitzgerald's 7th of the season.
Big face-off here. Eight minutes and 23 seconds left to go. Lawrence Tech's got to try and put one on the board to end this run. The Saints doing a great job of just keeping their momentum going.
Kubik winning the face-off again. Flips it up high there for Joel Smith.
Good job there by Smith. Not forcing anything. Take your time. Get it around to your attackman on the outside and let them control the ball and set something up. And here we got a timeout by Coach Paul Nemzek for the Blue Devils.
Timeout called with 8:06 to go in the second period. Blue Devils with a 5-3 lead. They get off to a 5-0 start, but a quick 3-0 run for Aquinas. We'll take a quick breather on LTSN. Second period of play, 8:06 to go. Welcome back to LTSN, a 5-3 lead for Lawrence Tech, trying to snap this 3-0 run for Aquinas right now. And out of the timeout here, look to see if they can make the adjustment. They'll have the possession. Brendan Oles getting us underway. One of the goal scorers so far for Lawrence Tech. Moves it up top for Couture. Now over to Justin Light, 6'2", 170 from Heartland, Michigan. Back to Oles.
See what Coach Paul Nemzek drew up in timeout here. Looking to see something develop right now with starting with a dodge from Light.
Light held at the outside.
Spin out of it, gets a shot off. Good chase by Musket there, able to maintain possession.
A lot of communication out there. And Muscat will flip it on over to Aiden Nolan. Clarkston, Michigan native. Shot in front there, and getting down to make that save was Chris Wilkman. Now quickly transitioning the other way. Here are the Saints.
See Flood there with a good heads-up play to follow his man over the line. Got to leave one of the midfields back, and Brennan Knowles is looking to get back on the offense or defensive side here. Make that quick switch.
Sam Kalinsky with 2 goals today for Aquinas.
Good job there by Matt Course, able to scoop up that ground ball, and that ball got it back to Trent. Oh, but a quick interception there by Aquinas, and he buries it.
It's Kalinsky again. Give him a quick hat trick. And it's 5-4. Blue Devils, a 4-0 run for the Saints. And they have clawed their way right back into this one with 6:48 to go in the second period. 5-4, just a 1-goal deficit. Gabe, where do you think this biggest, the biggest turnaround has taken place here?
Seems that LTU just got ahead and got comfortable with the lead, and they're not pressing as much anymore with their shots. It doesn't seem like they're driving as hard as the goal, and their passing is struggling a little bit in the second quarter, but they can claw back into it, no problem. They just got to get their minds right, settle down, play their game. Aquinas doing an amazing job of just – this run is very impressive, and that last goal right there, that was an incredible interception right out of the goalie's stick and able to just put it in the empty net.
It's Kalinsky off to the hot start. 3 goals already for the senior. Now working his way on the wraparound here is Fitzgerald.
Sluter able to keep him at bay.
Blake Baker over to Cam Rogers. And Rogers watched by Matthew Course. Here's Kalinsky again. Plenty of confidence right now for Sam Kalinsky. Defended by Schluter intensely. In front, Cam Rogers. He'll have to go back, and they score. It's a 5-0 run to answer right back, and we're tied.
What a game this is shaping up to be. The Saints just with the no-quit mentality, and they are piling it on right now in the second quarter.
Anyone who thought this was going to be a runaway victory in the first few minutes, I guess that kind of is emblematic of the nature of this game, how quickly it can turn. Right on a dime, it has turned. And we have a tie game at 5-5. Time to reset now. 5:54 to go in the second period. Who can go on a run to end this frame now?
Either team just looking to get up by 1 or 2 goals going into the halftime. It really changes your mentality going into the half and then coming back out in the second just to have that little breathing room. And that's all you need to really change all the momentum.
Starts with the face-off, and we'll see if the Blue Devils can do anything with this face-off win.
Smith gets it to Flood. He gets back for a personnel change. Might hear a red call whenever you're looking to sub out your middies. That means the attack just needs to hold on to the ball, let your substitutions get in, settle down, get some fresh legs on the field, and start the attack.
Hudson approaching, likes the one-on-one matchup. He shoots, he scores!
What a on-the-run rip there by Hudson, just going top shelf over the goalie's left shoulder.
Hudson,
perfect form there.
The freshman, his second career goal. And he finally snaps that 5-0 run that Aquinas was on. That's a big one. That feel is big for the Blue Devils right now. After getting off to the 5-0 start, Aquinas with more than an answer back. And then Hudson's speed and quickness and potential on display there.
Great to see that from a freshman as well. You know, when you're a rookie on the team, you might have a little bit of a timidness going into these games, such highly anticipated games, being their first WAC game, and it's great to see him really take advantage of that opportunity and change the momentum for sure.
You know what possession can do for a team in this sport, see if it can spark some life into the Blue Devils. Kubik gave it away there, though, going to that sideline.
Looks like it's going to be LTU ball.
Yep.
Good ride there on Kubik, but he's able to step up and play some defense after he dropped the ball and got the ball back for the Blue Devils. It's Hudson again. See if he can make something happen. Passes it off to Musket. Hard check on the back leg there. Looked like he got a piece of his heel. Here's Oles. Gets it back up top to Couture. Talked about that lethal right hand Couture has. Hopefully we see a little bit more of that coming up.
Yeah, it was fun to watch when we did see it.
Brendan Knowles being a strong lefty. Having those two up top is a real dual threat. But there's Oles losing the ball there, and the Saints are coming back the other way.
We're going to rush in transition. And now it's Cam Rogers.
Good defense to slow down the fast break there. Got to look for the little positive things that you can pull out of a situation like that.
Mullins. Kolinsky quarterbacking things from back there. That exposition. To Weston Walker, walking in, he shoots.
Good save.
Loose. Joel Trent has come up big so far. He was 17th in the nation, entering today with 42 saves.
Good pass up there to Couture. He takes it over the midfield line. 3 minutes to go, and try and get another quick goal here.
Hudson with 2 career goals now after that one. Ship it over to Muscat. Back for Light to Hudson. The freshman to sophomore hookup.
Goalie's not fooled that time. Able to sniff out that shot and get a good stop. Makes a nice clear, but we got a pole falling down.
Asure Karanda took a spill, able to ultimately get it back.
Pushed out of bounds. Oh. Pushing the back with possession results in a flag on the ground, and it's going to be man up Aquinas.
What could be a big one with 2:44 to go. Down 1, 6-5 in this opening half.
Fans are acting, saying that's a little bit of a soft call, but got to keep off the back. Regardless of the man, if the man falls down, that's a dead giveaway. But if it's in the back, it's in the back, and that's can't be doing that.
Kolinsky over to Rogers, across for West Walker, and there's a goal, and we're knotted up at 6 apiece.
That's just a man-up offense executed perfection there. Aquinas getting around quick, finding the Blue Devil defense been out of shape there, and able to finish on the doorstep under Joel Trent going 5-hole.
We have ourselves a game, 6-6, with 2:29 to go in the opening half. It's a 5-0 start for Lawrence Tech, and Aquinas came right back with a 5-0 run of their own. Now we're at 6-6. That was Corby Haley with the goal there. It's his 7th of the year.
See the Aquinas offense really finishing within 5 to 10 yards of the net, and that's what they got to do to beat Trent. And he's great from outside shots, and he's great inside, but you know, when your defense lets a man in pretty close, as a goalie, it is almost impossible to stop some of those shots.
Corby Haley scoring there. He has some nice taste when it comes to food. Said that he enjoys the delicacy of a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Nothing like it.
Can't blame him for that. Kubik, we've seen him score today.
Loses the ball there.
Face-off. Yeah, physical. Surrey Kanata with it back now. The Florida native. The Blue Devil women's team earlier today with some really nice defensive rides. They forced a lot of turnovers and capitalized off of those. Had a 14-10 win earlier today. Now in the second of our doubleheader, Jason Ross Jr. alongside Gabe O'Neill, producer Adi Holly. And we are ready to go. 1:50 to go in this first half of play. A 6-6 game.
Camera work courtesy of Alex Johnson.
There we
doing a
go.
Great job over there.
Alex Johnson.
Had to switch fields after the women's game. The field was not aligned for the men's game.
Very intimate setting here, it feels like. We're right on top of the fans. They are right on top of the action. Meanwhile, Aquinas turning and shooting and scoring. That's it was Nash West's his 7th of the season. He's matched last year's goal total, and he's given Aquinas their first lead of the afternoon with 80 seconds left in this opening half.
Really just grinded it out there, coming around the backside of the net, all around the crease, and able to finish up top.
Great crisp spring day it is now here in March, and winding down the month of March, starting up WAC play. But a 50-degree feel. It feels like fall out here. But
nice to have that sun coming off the turf, gives us a little extra warmth.
Oh yeah, people in Michigan certainly love that.
Absolutely.
This time of year.
There's Kubik with the face-off win. Sluter able to pick it up. He's going to settle down the offense. Coming just under a minute here. We get a timeout.
And timeout called with 1:03 to go in this first half of play. Aquinas with the 7-6 lead, energized and pumped up. Blue Devils looking to reset and hopefully tie this thing up with 1:03 to go in the first half. We'll take a quick breather on LTSN. You're watching Blue Devil Men's Lacrosse on your home for LTU Athletics. And off we go, and back here at the Farmington Hills Harrison High School. One of a couple of different home venues that the Blue Devils have played on this season. Down by a goal with 1:03 to go in this first half. 7-6, the Aquinas lead.
Look to see some quick ball movement here from the Blue Devil offense, and we really sitting a lot of off-ball picks. Got to get guys open off the ball in order to get those scoring opportunities.
Big final minute. The Blue Devils down 1. 45 seconds to work with.
Tour on the dodge. Taking it down the right side, back over to Oles. Oles very strong with that left hand.
Oles turns, and it'll bounce back out to him.
Luckily, was able to get the ball back there. Try and set something up.
20 seconds.
Good move by Light. Rolls back around. There's the shot. Just a bit outside. Let's get on the chase, and he'll bring it in from behind the net.
It'll be 13 seconds when the clock starts back up, and now there's the whistle. Oles.
Short time to go clutch mode.
Got by his man.
Here's Brennan
He
Oles.
scores!
What an effort there by Oles. Able to take it hard to the net and finish on a low-angle shot.
That's a big one to tie things up at 7 apiece with exactly 7 seconds left in this opening half.
15, Brendan Oles.
Second of the day for Brendan Oles. Talk about clutch.
Oh, absolutely.
Gosh.
That's a senior leader stepping up in a tight situation and able to keep the game tied. Hopefully going into halftime, nothing might happen in these 7 seconds, but it is possible if Musket Kubik is able to win this faceoff. Excuse me, might have a chance. There he is, right there.
He did it earlier. Gets
Got
ahead.
In the back. No call there.
Fans looking for a call. They won't.
Oh,
get
they did
one.
get a call.
Oh.
But it's going to run out of time. See Coach Nemzek getting upset with the ref on the near side of the field, who was right by the call. Ref on the other side of the field was able to get that call. And maybe just a little too late for the Blue Devils to get a man-up opportunity just before the half ends. But they will start second half with a man-up opportunity.
And we will go to the half deadlocked at 7 apiece, as Gabe mentioned, a man up when we come back for the second half of play. Back and forth affair from Farmington Hills Harrison High School in the first of WAC play, living up to expectations on a cool 50-degree afternoon. 7-7 after one half of play. Welcome back to LTSN. Second half of play getting underway. 7-7. The score, and the Blue Devils with a man-up opportunity to get things going. Jason Ross Jr. back with Gabe O'Neill. Ready to go. Gabe, what do you think the key is here right out of the gate on this man-up?
Oh, you got to push it. If I'm Coach Nemzek, if you can get a quick, fast break opportunity off the face-off, great. If not, get that ball around once and then immediately try and make a play happen to get the ball in the back of the net. You want to come out fast, come out hot, really try and shake this Aquinas defense early on in the second half.
Kubik has been brilliant in these face-offs throughout the game. Blue Devils at 3-3 on the season, trying to get to above 500, hit the 4-3 mark, and then hopefully get off to a 1-0 start in WAC play. It's a 5-0 start for them in this one. And Aquinas answered back with a 5-0 run of their own. 7-7 is where we're locked. Slight delay here at the beginning of the second half.
Just to recap, right before the half ended, we had Aquinas come up big with a couple goals to make it 7-6, and then Oles putting it in with 7 seconds left from the right side. Snuck it in there past the Aquinas keeper. Essentially, you got to think of it 0-0 ball game.
A reset. That was Oles' second of the day.
Alex Schluter and Joel Smith on the wings.
That's what I thought. It was a push with possession, so I don't know why we're not starting. You should start with the ball. Sure, that's what I thought.
I think there's a
something
issue
wrong with the possession clocks.
Yep. Seem to be moving him over a little bit.
I believe the one to our left is not working anymore, so then maybe they're just using this one.
Put it right at midfield.
Yeah, one possession clock, which we won't be able to see, obviously. So,
right.
Yeah.
Usually you'll see the ref give a 10-second, 20-second countdown. So I'll look for that.
First year with the men's game having that possession clock.
You know, I think that adds a much more advanced level of playing for this NAI conference. And, you know, as a coach, you don't want your team never pushing the ball to try and get it in the net, but it helps to have that clock breathing down your neck a little bit. Got to make something happen.
Added sense of urgency.
Good face-off one by Kubik back to Alex Schluter. Pushing it upfield to Flood. And you got your personnel change at the midfield position. Light, Oles, and Couture coming down.
Here is Light. Over to Couture. Now Oles. We said scored that goal with 7 seconds left to tie things up.
See what they can do here. Aquinas penalty over, and they're back to even strength.
Got to work it around, get the defense moving a little bit.
Oles dodging on his man. Help comes. Rolls it back over. Got to pull it out there. Over to Couture.
Couture.
Can't see the shot clock, but I assume you got to get it off here soon.
Yep.
Ooh, big hit there from the Aquinas defense. It's a physical game, Jason.
Yeah.
Got to have your head on a swivel.
Not for the faint of heart. Light back up to Oles.
Brings it down the alley, looks for a shot, switches to his left. Big save there. Aquinas gets a pretty quick clear upfield.
Third period of play. Bit of some room here for Aquinas to work with. There's a quick shot coming in from Rogers that goes wide left.
Some good ball movement there from Aquinas. Just a little bit of an errant shot and Blue Devils ball. Hopefully they get a clear here. Course on the edge, gets it back to net ball on the other side. Aquinas doing a great job riding from the attack position
Forced the
to get the ball
turnover.
back.
Yeah.
They're going to change up their personnel.
Nice move there from Kalinsky. And he scores again his 4th goal of the day. And Sam Kalinsky continues to reign on. It's 8-7 Aquinas.
Able to take advantage of that short stick midfielder behind the net, and that's the mismatch you want there. Unfortunately, Schluter was unable to recover as he wrapped around the net and hit Trent with a fake and then put it right by over his left shoulder. So, like I said before, it's hard to stop those in tight shots. You know, when you got a guy 2 feet away from you, you don't know what he's going to do with it, and that's usually the end result right there.
Kalinsky so much to work with. Excellent ball handling, his stick work, his height. He's been a problem for Lawrence Tech today. 4 goals. Now Jacob Flood in the Blue Devils attack trying to get going. Down a goal now for the 2nd time today. It was Olis tying it up last time with 7 seconds left at the end of that first half. Now Damian Hudson, who scored his 2nd career goal in that first half, will go right at Joel Witchmayer here and put it behind the net that time for Aiden Nolan.
Look to see a feed from one of the outside areas over to Flood in the middle. Said it before, that's where he gets most of his action. He's very good at it. Loves playing in tight. Here he is now. That's it.
Right on cue.
That's his first of the game. Jacob Flood sparks a little bit of an offensive attack for the Blue Devils.
And 7th of the season for Jacob Flood, former 2-time All-State player for Belleville High School. The 3-year captain in high school. Had 33 goals and 9 assists last year.
LTU goal number 2, Jacob Flood, assisted by number 9.
Talked a little bit with assistant coach Jack Smith about Flood's progression as a player, and over the course of this offseason, he dropped a significant amount of weight, really freeing himself up to make those quick moves in tight and just put all that muscle into the power of his shot, and he's proving it today. That quick goal right there.
Maverick Muscat with the assist. He has 2 points now today with a goal and an assist.
Joel Smith looking to get the quick whistle there. Regardless, still LTU ball, able to set up another attack. Justin Light's carrying it in. Oles and Mullins, the other 2 middies coming on. Mullins dodges down the right alley. Also known for a strong right-handed shot.
Oles back with it now. Defended this time by Dan Diedrich.
Mullins rolls back, takes a shot. Aquinas goal able to snatch that one up there in the top right corner. LTU back with the ball after an errant pass from the Aquinas Saints.
Oles was forced to the outside.
He draws,
flag is up in the air.
Draws the penalty and trickles just outside the net. They maintain possession with the flag down. There's Aiden Nolan with a huge bounce shot goal, and he draws another penalty after.
And Nolan's 12th of the season. Had 10 last year. He's already eclipsed his goal total from last season. A couple away from eclipsing his point total from last season. And Nolan strikes. Blue Devils have the lead back. Quick 2-0 run. Good response after Aquinas took the 8-7 lead.
Got to keep the foot on the gas here. Nolan able to free himself up and get a quick shot off, and really just finds a nice bounce shot, able to put it over the goalie's shoulder and that's what you got to do. Those are high percentage shots, and he executes perfectly right there.
Looks like Aquinas called a timeout after the 2-0 run for Lawrence Tech. 9-8, the Blue Devil lead with 10:22 to go in the third. We'll take a quick breather on LTSN. Blue Devils up 1 on a 2-0 run. We'll be right back. Welcome back to LTSN. Jason Ross Jr. back with Gabe O'Neill, also known as the Tony Romo of NAIA lacrosse. 10:22 to go in this third period of play. Aquinas up, Blue Devils up rather 9-8 on the 2-0 run. Aquinas called that timeout, so we'll see what they can do out of it.
Never thought I'd be compared to Tony Romo, but in this case, it's a compliment. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Nemzek a little fired up on the sideline there.
How would you describe his personality?
He is an all-business guy. You know, he get down to work, do your work the right way, and you'll get along. He's a great person, a student of the game, if you will, and just a really he's a hound on you if you aren't listening. You can't be an undisciplined player on Coach Paul Nemzek's team, that's for sure. I'll make sure of that for you.
Love to work with someone who's very clear with the direction, though. Like, do your work and we'll get along.
Exactly. We got a 2-man up opportunity for the Blue Devils. Got to capitalize here.
Looking to stretch the lead to 2, get a bit more of a cushion. They started off 5-0. Aquinas stormed back to make it 5-5. Aquinas has had the lead a couple of times, but only 1-goal leads. Right now it's a 1-goal lead for Lawrence Tech. As Gabe said, a 2-man up opportunity. Plenty of open space out there. A shot, a reaction save made by the goalkeeper. Blue Devils get it back here to the top for Couture. On across now, back to the middle. Hudson was knocked down.
Pushing the back, here comes another flag.
Flood, who scored today, took that hit. Now over to the right wing.
Got to try and get a shot off here. Saints doing a good job, though. There's Lights going a little bit off to the right. Try to go for that low corner.
Staying nice and poised, the Saints.
Three on 6 now.
Now this you have to take advantage of.
This is going to be one of those situations. If they don't come out with a goal, Coach Nemzek will be quite upset. But rightfully so. You got to capitalize on this right here.
Light.
Oh, and here's 2 men coming back. The Saints able to recover. Lawrence Tech does not take advantage of the 2-man up opportunity, or even 3-man up, and I believe they're still 1 up though.
Yeah, if they get out of this is certainly a point on the game where we can look back on afterwards and say, you know, this had a key turn if they do score, but they end up scoring. And here's Justin Light.
I think the defense got a piece of a stick, but Light's shot just so powerful, able to find that top right corner, and might have even taken down the little piece of the corner of the net there.
Yeah.
Seems to be sagging down a little bit.
So 10-8. Aquinas gets 2 men back on the field, but Justin Light capitalizes. Lawrence Tech at 3-3 on the season.
Having some
gets a 4-3.
Sorry, Jason. Having some slight difficulties on our feed here, but we'll keep you going on the play-by-play. I think we're back in action. All right, just in time for the face-off. Not happy with that 6-on-3 opportunity, but still very happy to come out with a goal in that man-up opportunity. There's Kubik, must have jumped early. Possession goes to Aquinas.
Cam Rogers, the senior. Work here. Flips it back to the top. Nash West, who scored today, will drop it back. 8:37 to go in the third. A 10-8 Lawrence Tech lead. Rogers at the right wing, moving in. Nice job on the slide there for Lawrence Tech defensively.
Definitely.
But in front, that was a little catch and shoot opportunity for Kolinsky there, but it was tipped aside to the left.
Ned Ball's bringing it in for the end line clear. He goes cross field to course. Got to look upfield.
Double
He tries to get through two men, unable.
Having some trouble.
There's
Trent out of his net.
Oh.
Aquinas takes advantage of that. Both of us kind of made a mess out of that in their own half of the field, and Aquinas cuts it down to 1. 10-9 now.
Yeah, you got to do a better job in that clear there. You got to find the man in open space and move the ball quickly. But hats off to that Aquinas attack unit for really hounding on the deep holes and are able to force that turnover and get that empty net situation.
Now can head coach Paul Nemzek's crew bounce back? It's been an area of advantage for them for most of the afternoon.
There's Kubik again, running it to himself. Got to clear the danger. Oh.
Ran into 3 red jerseys.
There's a big scrum. Looks like the ref was a little confused there. Called red, arm set differently.
Right.
Able to correct himself, and it's Aquinas ball.
And now here's the dangerous Kolinsky. Against wide Neball. Kolinsky on the X position. They'll work it around the perimeter.
See a lot of good ball move from this Aquinas offensive unit, and it's paying off as they're only 1 goal behind.
Trailed by 5 at one point.
Says a lot about your team, says a lot about your coaching staff. Able to climb back from down 5 and tie it up. Some good defense there.
I think maybe they should get a man just kind of face guarding Kolinsky right now.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta. Good save there by Trent.
As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Trent came into today 17th in the nation with 42 saves.
A little push on the back there, able to stay in bounds, and it gets knocked out. Saints ball going the other way.
Fans didn't enjoy that call. Meanwhile, the Saints will take it.
Seemed like it could have been a push in the back, but
a couple of questionable push in the backs today.
It's hard when it's in that up top in the back, towards the shoulder. Sometimes a ref will see that differently than our perspective up here.
Yep.
They got a hard job.
Yep, that is true.
Doing a pretty solid job today, though, I would say.
Rosales trying to stick with him. And there's the save from Trent.
Trent feeds it up to Sluter real quick, and he's taking it over the midfield line. Got a little bit of a fast break opportunity.
Looks like an odd man.
Oh, but Aquinas gets back and ends the break. Flood looking to set things up. He's guarded well right around the perimeter of the box. Oles, Light, and Couture. First line mid, he's back in. See if they can make something happen here.
Couture thought about it.
There's Light. Good
Through
face
traffic.
dodge. Ooh. Bounce just goes a little too high. What a great move to get open and right and close for that shot. Pull it back like you're going to shoot. Cross it back over your face and then try and dunk it in. Not sure what the call is right now.
You know, we had a mismatch. And we had the
Personnel change for the Saints.
stopped on my mind. You can't tell the shot.
Now the Saints are locking off. Really trying to force Musket to do something here.
Muscat one-on-one right now, going up against Tyler Sinkowicz.
Musket really known for his passing abilities. There's a flag, another push in the back. Aquinas has been struggling with that. Second your man turns his back to you, gotta lay off. Just gotta match feet with him and try and force him with your body down the side. See the Blue Devils man up, offense back in action here. See if they can make something happen like they did last time.
Yep. Had a 6-on-3 at one point last time and couldn't quite capitalize on that, but with one man up, they did. And it's 10-9 right now. Oles. Couture. Flings it to Light.
And that ball up across the top. At some point you got to feed down low or take a shot. Everyone on the field has to be a threat. You can't let the defense know that your one man's on there for a different reason. There's Musket with the worm burner shot going right underneath the Aquinas keeper and in the back of the net.
He was just kind of hanging out over there. They weren't really giving it to him, but then they found him open at that last minute, and he had quite a runway with that shot there to the net. Not much traffic in front.
Yeah, and credit to Flood there, I believe. He got the feed in the middle. Usually he would take a quick shot there, but he saw the open man who had a better opportunity to put one in the back of the net, finds Musket wide open, and he buries it.
By number 9, Maverick Musket, assisted by number 2, Jacob Flood.
Blue Devils up 11-9 now with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. There's Kubik getting another face-off win. He's really turning it on.
And won 96% of his face-offs last week. The reigning WAC Defender of the Week.
Ooh,
He's coming off their
spins out of a double team there.
Yeah, that was nifty.
He's a strong kid. You got to be strong at the face-off position because once you get that ball out, you're getting hounded by a few deep holes, cracking that away at your wrists.
As you told me, it takes so much fatigue out of you just to get that done.
Absolutely.
And then you run into a couple of opposing jerseys.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the most exhausting part of the game, but when you're down at that X grinding to get that ball, it is a battle.
As we said with the refs, harder than it looks. Oles moving in. And that was stick to side, rebound, spills out, they scored! Quick 2-0 run for Lawrence Tech.
Maverick Musket on the doorstep, picking up the trash. He nets his second in a row. That is huge for the Blue Devils. They go up 3 goals.
9, the Blue Devil lead now. 3:29 to go in this third quarter. That was Maverick Musket. Second goal of the game, third point of the game. And it's 12-9 Lawrence Tech.
Got a new man at the face-off position, number 6.
That is Celestine Guerrero, the freshman.
With Rosales and Smith on the wings. See what he can do.
Chippewa Valley High School. It's loose. He emerges with it.
Well done. It's huge to get those possessions after a quick goal score.
Shadowed by a couple of red jerseys, gets through traffic. Will stay with Lawrence Tech.
A push from behind there on Celestino. Blue Devils once again setting up the offense. First line of Oles, Light, and Couture back at it.
Bit more of a cushion now. 3-goal lead, but a big final 3 minutes to go here.
Some Coach Nemzek really preaches is once you get a few goal lead, you cannot give that up. You have to keep the foot on the gas, keep pressuring their defense, try and start burying them here with a couple minutes left to go in the third quarter, carry that momentum into the fourth.
Light. Flag.
I believe they call the cross check there on the Aquinas defense. Similar to hockey, cross checking not allowed. But you are allowed to put those hands together on your stick and punch, extend those arms however you want, as long as it's not the head into the back.
Those quick midfield changes, kind of similar to hockey line changes as
Very
well.
much.
A lot of parallels to hockey and basketball in this sport.
Yeah, you see a lot of the similarities in basketball come in on defense, especially zone defenses.
Footwork. Couture to Light to Oles.
See Flood streaking through the middle there. They're trying to feed him. Good defense in the middle by Aquinas.
Muscat, that's where he scored last.
Cross pass over to Nolan, back up to Oles. He feeds it over to Light with the shot in the back of the net.
Yeah, they really moved that ball around quickly. And Justin Light that time continuing a nice day.
Light known for having that range. He was just a step inside the box, let it fly with a strong right hand and right into the back of the net. I believe it might have went between the goalie's legs.
By number 4, Justin Light, assisted by number 15, Brendan Oles.
LTU really starting to find a rhythm here. Kubik back on the X for the Blue Devils.
A 3-0 run now for Lawrence Tech. A little over 2 minutes to go in the third. Still loose, battle for it. Kubik.
No possession call yet. Oh, all over his back.
Yeah.
That one hurt. He gets up and he's off the field. Warrior.
Yeah.
Here's Sluter looking to get off the field. He did a great job there, maintaining possession.
Kubik a bit slow on that sideline walking off. Appears to be walking off. Appears to be all right. Now he is on the ground, though. Yeah, that could be a big loss for Lawrence Tech if he can come back.
Looks like he's just stretching something out, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear to be anything harmful to bones. The funny thing about lacrosse, sometimes you might not feel every slash and hit until after that game.
Until later,
Feels like you got hit by a bus.
Yeah.
All these random bruises and bumps that you didn't know were there before. There's Flood. Gets checked as he winds up for a nice left-handed shot. Good D there.
Oles turned aside, reverses back.
Pulls it out, finds Light.
3 on the possession clock. He just whips one towards the net over top. A desperation heave that time as the possession clock was winding down.
CO's there trying to make something happen on a few different dodges. Doesn't leave him much time, but he's been having success on that right side, and he's going to try and continue that.
Looks like Lawrence Tech will get the possession back here.
Nolan with the good ride over there on the sideline, able to cause the turnover.
Clock is started up at 20 seconds left.
Bit of a delay there, and here's the refs. Yeah.
Probably add some time here. Lawrence Tech taking on Aquinas. First WAC matchup of the season. Blue Devils hoping to get off to a 1-0 start in WAC play. Looking to follow up what the women were able to do earlier today. 15 seconds now for Dylan Couture.
Mullins back in the game now, and for Brennan Knowles. He takes it strong with his right hand. Good save there. Couture able to get it and take it right back. Just a little bit off the mark there.
Just 2 seconds left on the clock here in the third.
See if we can get a quick pass and shot.
They scored with 7 seconds left in the second. I don't know if they can do 2. We'll see. That's picked off. That'll do it. So nice run to end that third for Lawrence Tech on a 13-9 lead into the break between the third and fourth and final quarter of regulation. We'll have it for you coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Just a 4-goal lead for Lawrence Tech over the visiting Aquinas Saints. Welcome back to LTSN. 13-9, the Blue Devil lead, and these final 15 minutes of regulation. Blue Devils coming off a big win over number 5 ranked Kaiser University, 19-8 down in West Palm Beach, Florida. They're 3-3 on the season and looking to get off to a good start in WAC play. They have Lourdes coming up next week. That'll be down in Sylvania, Ohio, followed up with a matchup against Concordia in Ann Arbor. Neither of those teams are ranked, so this could be big today with the Blue Devil team that is a pretty confident group, a young group, but confident. Got off to a really nice 5-0 start today. Here's Kubik moving in, looking for his second, flips it across.
Oh. Almost a great opportunity there. Flood unable to catch that pass and able to maintain possession, though. That's huge.
Yeah, good thing Kubik looks healthy, as you said.
Yep. Looks more than healthy there.
Yeah.
Almost took it himself, but selfless pass, and that was the right move. Almost came away with a big goal to open up the fourth quarter. Let's see what the Blue Devils do here on offense.
Couture stutter steps, then he'll peel it back.
Pulls down the light. Back behind the Musket.
Couture gets past his man. The bouncer goes wide.
That was a great split dodge there by Couture. Just a little off with his left hand. He's a strong righty. Also a good shot with his left hand, but just a little bit off the mark there.
Couture, does he like the matchup? That time a long distance shot. Cocked it back, wound up, fired wide.
Can tell he's hungry.
Doing a nice job with this possession.
There's Flood in the middle. Took on a little too much there. Tried to get the shot off, but ended up being pretty slow. Good defense by Aquinas. Rolling on the chase. And it goes out of bounds. Blue Devil ball.
Yeah, that was Sam Masuri Kanata looking to hook up with Walker West, but it was an errant pass over top.
Here's Light looking to take on the entire.
Ooh.
Oh, that should have been a call to cross check, if you ask me.
Kind of spun right into that cross check.
He gets away with one there, and Light, good effort, but that one probably hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
I can imagine. He goes off to the sideline. Looks to be okay.
Just another one of those that you'll feel in a couple of hours.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
Mullins with the ball. Here's Damian Hudson. Had that big stop goal when the Aquinas Saints were going on that 5-0 run.
Double on Oles. Oles, that's an easy scoop up.
Can't be forcing it there if you're the Blue Devils. You got the lead, you got time, just work it around and try and make something happen with the ball movement instead of with your feet.
Clayton Bo Richter, the freshman goalkeeper, between the pipes today for Aquinas. They throw it away.
Sluter looking to clear the ball here. He's got holes open at midfield. We'll take it across.
See if they can get some pressure back on Bo Richter. Hudson to Musket. Nice job to catch that pass under a bit of pressure.
Risky pass there, and just a little high on that one. Saints got a fast break opportunity. Slowed down by the Blue Devils hustling back on defense.
And Gabe, you've told me those kind of long overtop passes to the middle can be dangerous at times. Saw that there with Lawrence Tech.
Definitely. You preach that a lot on clears. You don't want to be clear into the. Oh, and there's a goal from the Saints.
Yep, that was Cam Rogers putting it in the net. We'll see if perhaps that's the start of a spark plug for the Saints. With still 11:20 to go. Just a 3-goal game now. 13-10, the Blue Devil lead after that one.
Yeah, like I was saying, you don't want to try and stay away from clearing it to the middle of the field, because if you lose the ball there, you got a whole lot of room going in the other way for the other team, and those are dangerous passes, but they high risk, high reward situation. Musket just looking to skip over the entire box and get it up to, I believe it was Mullins or Light there. Just off the mark a little bit. Resulted in an Aquinas goal. Ref's doing a stick check on, looks like Justin Light's stick. They do those throughout the game just to make sure that none of the players are trying to pull a fast one.
They're kind of random, aren't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
but they're random if the refs have a suspicion. A coach can also ask for a stick check, and that's what I think happened just now.
The wind starting to kick up a bit, the intensity starting to kick up a bit, and the pressure kicking up a bit here at Farmington Hills Harrison High School. Just a 3-goal lead now for Lawrence Tech.
Kubik with another win. It's huge for the Blue Devils. Got to clear this one, though. Good job getting it back. Set things up. And there's Sluter for the outlet. He takes it across. Slow break. Don't want to force anything here. Sluder, as we mentioned, a team captain and also a dual sport athlete. He's a captain on the hockey team who just got back from their national tournament in Nashville.
Fun time down there in Music City.
Oh, yeah. They actually competed in I believe it was the Nashville Predators practice facility.
Yeah, yep.
Those practice facilities for any NAIA college team seem like that's the big stage.
Yep.
It's about as big as it gets, and rightfully so. That's a great opportunity to play in some facilities like that.
That'd be a wonderful, unforgettable experience for Sluder. As you said, the two-sport athlete, now a senior from Oxford, wears the same number 19 that he wears on the ice.
I've known Sluder for a long time. He started playing when I was in my sophomore, junior year here for the Blue Devils, and we all knew he was an incredible athlete, great speed, relatively good stick work since coming from that hockey background of his, but has developed tremendously over these years.
Brendan Olzer stripped from behind. Cam Rogers scored that last goal, able to turn away from the defender. Kolensky is in front of the net. He's ready for a pass. Didn't shoot. Dropped it back, winding up and firing and scoring as Walker West. That developed nicely for Aquinas in his back-to-back goals to make it 13-11. 9:45 left in the fourth now.
Again, it seems like the Blue Devils are just trying to force it a little bit too much on offense, and Aquinas able to strip the ball, get it going the other way, and in for the quick goal. That was a beautiful shot, though.
What do you think the problem was with the transition defense there? Was it more of what Aquinas did offensively, or was it the Blue Devils kind of giving up something there? What do you think?
I would say it was Aquinas doing a very good job offensively.
Okay.
As the defense getting back, following that clear from Aquinas, it's hard to get yourself in position and either man up or get into your correct zone with your personnel that's all hustling back as fast as they can. But Aquinas did a great job while the Blue Devils were trying to settle in by moving the ball, getting them out of position, finding the open shot, and burying the ball. Blue Devils win the faceoff there. Kubik's got to get rid of it. It's being double teamed. There's Hudson.
Yeah, it came right on the field there, right on cue.
Able to corral that high pass.
13-11. 9:23 to go in the fourth. Who can start off 1-0 in the WAC?
Here's Flood. Look to see him really come alive in this fourth quarter. Ooh. Takes a shot there, going down that right alley, but just a little bit off the mark and puts it right in the keeper's stick. No problem there. Aquinas now settling their offense in, getting their personnel changed at the midfield.
Kolensky and Wyatt Nedball just trying to stay with him here.
Wyatt Nedball doing a great job, not just as a freshman, but as a defender. Straight up playing on Aquinas' best player behind the X, and he's let in a couple goals, but it's a handful of a job, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What's most important is limiting these guys right now. Up 2 goals. Kolensky gets it back.
Some good defense there by Matt Korse. Walk-on as a freshman, received a scholarship this past year, really coming along. And another impressive save there by Trent. Gets back, and
rebound was a little too much to deal with. It's Walker West again, and it's a 1-goal game.
Seems like it's going quarter by quarter. First was LTU, second was Aquinas, third was LTU, and Aquinas proving to make this their quarter right now. The Blue Devils got to stop a short run they're going on.
Yep.
Still a 1-goal lead for the Blue Devils, but you cannot bank on that taking you through the rest of the game.
It's a 3-0 Aquinas run.
Kubik once again winning the faceoff. Getting it back to his defense to set up the clear.
Possessions get more and more important as the clock continues to dwindle down. It's a ground ball. Who can get this?
Kubik's got it back. Got to get that ball in the box. Sluter trying to use that speed to get around.
Under pressure.
Loses the
down
ball.
field.
Aquinas gets it back, but they lose the ball.
Aquinas gives it back, then gets it back. Now they give it back.
Stripped by Netball, and Ole's teaming up there. Sloppy ground balls going on right now.
It's sporadic, it's hectic, it's a lot of fun, and we have a timeout.
Good timeout there by the Aquinas coaching staff. Tell your whole team and the Blue Devils team as well. Really scrambling around, no one able to maintain possession, and that's the right thing to do. Once you find that possession in the offensive zone, call that, settle your team down, and come back out.
So it's a 3-0 run for the Aquinas Saints. It's 13-12, still in favor of Lawrence Tech, and there's 7:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Who can pull off their first WAC win of the season? We'll find out when we come back. Welcome back to LTSM. 7:12 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-12 Lawrence Tech lead, trying to hang on to this lead down the final stretch. They would like a bit more of a cushion, trying to snap what is currently a 3-0 run for Aquinas. Back with Gabe O'Neill, I'm Jason Ross Jr., producer Ali Hadi, and Alex Johnson behind the camera today.
Aquinas worked the ball down to X.
Here's Kolinsky working against Wyatt Nedball. We've seen that matchup so far. Kolinsky tries to muscle his way in, has to back out. Flag goes flying in the air to the front of the net. An open opportunity and a save.
Big save by Trent there. Big
that was
save.
big, yeah.
I believe they called a hold on Nedball there. You're allowed to poke, you're allowed to check, do a lot with that 6 feet of length you got on that defensive pole, but you cannot hold them with it. Can't keep them in position to restrict them from moving. Got to play good man-to-man defense and keep those feet moving right on his hip. Got caught there, and they're going to be a man down.
There's Kolinsky from Cam Rogers, back up to Walker West. At the top for Kevin Heister, senior from Grand Rapids. Around they go, orbiting around. Down a goal. Right wing. There's the shot. We're tied up.
What a shot there from the left side. That was a laser right over Trent's head.
13 apiece with 6:18 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Cam Rogers continuing a nice day. The senior from Windsor, Ontario.
Known for that low to high lefty shot. Cam Rogers, he's got the speed, he's got the accuracy. And when he gets open, he really makes it count.
Actually, his first season with the program, and he's made an immediate effect on this Aquinas team, getting his first WAC experience.
Kubik gets another. Passed it up to Smith. Good job there. Oh, he's got it. Spoke too soon.
Trying to get this young team to stay poised.
It's caught up, and there's a flag down.
Yep.
I think they're calling a trip as Smith is limping. Can't check below the belt. That one always hurts. Get that on the shin or on the kneecap.
Yeah.
He's a tough kid. He'll bounce back. Now we get to see the Blue Devils man-up unit again, led by Brennan Knowles, senior captain. He's going to be quarterbacking this offense. You've seen it all day. Followed by Couture, Light. At the attack, we got Nolan, Flood, and Musket. Good group here.
And right in front of us, there's Couture working it over to Light.
Look for the Blue Devils to make a skip pass here and catch the defense cheating a little bit, as you might say. They're expecting it to go man-to-man down and around the perimeter, but if you make that skip pass and catch someone out of position, get an open shot. And there's Flood.
Muscat was right by as well. Rebound pops right back out. Who can get this one? Nice hustle on the Aquinas side. It's going to stay with Lawrence Tech, though.
What a save there from the Aquinas keeper. Flood back with it again. He gets jammed up in the middle there. Comes away with it somehow.
Able to magically dust his way free.
Not too much time on this penalty. You got to make something happen fast.
13-13, approaching the 5-minute mark. Oles, Couture. Blue Devils have converted on a couple of one-man-up opportunities so far today.
And here we go, we're back even.
Yep. Muscat is by the net. There's a bouncer.
Goalie lost sight of it for a second. Good save, but Muscat almost picked it out of the crease and put it in the back of the net.
There's a fling down the field.
Hoisting it.
Yeah.
Almost came away with it there, but a good pickup by one of the AQ middies.
Tyson Marsh, 5'10 senior, Port Huron.
That was a crucial ground ball. If LTU had gotten it, they would have been a man up going the other way.
Marsh, a really adept offensive player as well. Blake Baker, the diminutive 5'5 freshman. Now Cam Rogers, goal line extended. Gets a push in the back, walks in, curls it back. Rogers, another look. Flag comes, he scores. And this run continues for Aquinas. It's 5-0 at the right time.
Saints goals going on number 91, Cam Rogers.
See the Blue Devils chasing sticks a little bit there, and that's when your slide comes out, you got to slide to the body. You can't slide to try and take away that shot. You got to slide and take away the man. Really try and get him out of position, get him out of being a threat. And although it might be a little bit more of a heroic play to just steal the ball and strip it going the other way, you got to play good, solid defense, take away every threat as they come up.
Gosh, and you think back to that big save that was made on the Aquinas side by Clayton Bowrigder, and then they lead into that.
Seemed to really spark something there.
Yeah, it's 5 in a row now for the Saints. Gabe, how do you stop a run like this?
He's got to be patient. You know, you can't force the game to come to you. You got to play your game and, you know, do what you've been taught. Do what you've been doing all season long. Oh, a lot of slashes there. There's a flag as he was just getting pounded on the ground.
3:56 to go.
Kubic looks hurt, and that was just ruthless by the Aquinas defense. We'll have a 5-on-5 situation here coming up. Blue Devils will probably end up back on offense with a man up for about 30 seconds once their penalty expires. Got to protect the players there as a ref.
Yeah.
If there's a player on the ground and the defense isn't even going to go check the stick, they're just slapping body. That's unnecessary roughness. See if the Blue Devils can tie it up here. Couture looking to pass the holes.
Sam Needman watching him.
Flood comes out to receive the pass. He's matched up with the short stick. Might see him try and take it. A little pick and roll there. Pass over to Nolan.
Had trouble with it.
Gets it back. Timeout Lawrence Tech.
Bit flustered. Timeout called. 14-13. The Aquinas lead on a 5-0 run with 3:13 to go in the fourth. Blue Devils looking to tie it when we come back. Welcome back to LTSN, 14-13. The Aquinas lead, 3:13 left. And the Blue Devils with the possession here and a chance to tie. Quick whistle.
See Coach Nemzek really getting frustrated with these refs right now.
His team has given away a 13-9 lead. What was a 13-9 lead at one point in this second half? There has been some controversial calls, definitely, and certainly not happy about the clock issues.
Yep.
And during this quick breather, an update for you basketball fans out there. Michigan up 7 on Florida. Second round underway, and Kentucky moved on, squeaking past Wofford. They won that one by 6, and LSU with a game winner to beat Maryland by 2. So if Michigan State wins tonight, they play Minnesota, a team they beat earlier this season, they'll get LSU in the second round. A very good LSU team. We'll see how that shakes out. Any basketball fans tuning in, hoping that you may be watching some multi-screens right now. I know I would be, so I'm going to have to go ahead and admit that. Yeah.
It's a fun time to be a sports fan, that's for sure.
Definitely.
March Madness it's crazy. And then you get all the bracket pools going, and see a lot of people getting very frustrated with minor losses.
I could fall into that group, yeah. I was done after the. It's been a bad run for me so far in that category.
Normally I don't have too much success in it, but this year I'm starting off pretty good.
My Final Four is still alive. My goal is to just get 3 of the Final Four. So
right. That's where it counts, really.
Yeah, my Sweet 16 is not alive though. So 3 minutes on the clock. That is where we are at right now. 14-13, the Aquinas lead. And the Blue Devils with the possession here. Bit more communication between the officials.
See athletic director Scott Trudeau now on the sideline. Talking to the refs, trying to figure out what's going wrong with the clock, I believe.
Clock issues here at Harrison High School today. Over in the women's game, their clock just flat out wasn't working, so there's kind of a triple communication going on, keeping up with that over there. So it's been a tough day in terms of clock. This will be the sight for the next few games. We had a possession clock go out at halftime.
Looks like they're messing with that as well now.
Yeah, both possession clocks maybe having some issues.
Got our grounds crew on a mission to make this happen.
Yep.
Get the game back rolling. These players are getting cold.
Got a really good grounds crew here. We're going to maybe take it to a quick breather for a second while we sort this out. 3 minutes to go on the clock right now. 14-13, the Aquinas lead here on LTSN. I'll be right back. A thrilling finish coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to LTSN. Looks like we're sorted out with the clock technical difficulties. 3 minutes on our clock right now. 14-13, the Aquinas lead. 3 minutes left in the fourth and final quarter. It was at 3-3 on the season, coming off a win over Kaiser, a team that was 5th in the country when they pulled off that win. It's been a game of runs today, as Gabe said earlier. Felt like the first quarter was Lawrence Tech's, the second was Aquinas', the third was Lawrence Tech's, and now the fourth has belonged to this Aquinas team that is on what is currently a 5-0 run. They pulled it off at the right time, and now the energy is rising back up. Which fan base will raise the roof today? We'll find out in these next 3 minutes. The Blue Devils try to desperately tie this thing up. Still plenty of time to work with, though.
Yeah, you don't need to force anything with 3 minutes left. Get a good possession in, find out what you want to have your offense make up, and now you're man up too. So got an extra man, you got to utilize that. Make it count here.
And that kind of a long break, it was almost 5 minutes, felt like 5 minutes. You mentioned the players probably getting cold out there, so got to warm back up quickly, no time for it.
Back even now with, Aaron pass there.
Yeah.
Ole's able to get back on top of it, get it back up top. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here you're going to see Couture. He's going to take it. Lefty. Good save there. Good quick clear. Blue Devils got to get back on defense, take away that break.
We've seen them score on this before. It's Kalinsky in position. A big save by Trent. Rebound spills out. That was crucial. Up to the midfield. Who's can chase this down?
Looks like Nolan's going to get it. Oh, he loses sight of it. Was able to get it on the sideline. That was a close one there. Slow it down. Slow it down. Got 2 minutes left. Don't want to put your defense in that position to give them a 2-goal lead. And Couture's shot hits the outside of the net and goes out of bounds. Must get there for the chase, and it remains Blue Devils' possession.
You can feel the anxiety and the pressure. Fans on the edge of their seats, hearts beating profusely. That's almost turned over. Desperation time.
Blue Devils going to get it back. Good work by Flood to get the ball out.
90 seconds.
There's Nolan open. Takes the shot. Good save. Got to ride hard here if you're Lawrence Tech.
Oh,
and they do. There's Hudson. Loses his stick, though.
Met the stick right on cue.
He's giving him some trouble.
Yep.
And it goes out of bounds. Nope.
Where's this going? It's going to Lawrence Tech.
Oh, this is huge. With 1 minute and 7 left, get the ball back. You gotta make something happen.
The clutch defensive effort with 1:05 left.
Don't want to give the ball away here now. Good work by Hudson getting it up to light. Under a minute now.
Yep, down a goal.
Here's Oles dodging down the right side. Trying to make anything happen. A blocked shot by the Aquinas defense.
Battle for the ground ball. The red shirts emerge, but it's loose again at the midfield. An easy scoop up here, 35 seconds left.
Oh, but maybe a giveaway there, and it is.
Yep. So perhaps one final look at it for Lawrence Tech.
Just under 30 seconds. Got to be smart with the ball here.
Crowd urging on their Blue Devils.
Light taking some hard hits.
Busting through traffic.
You got 20 seconds. And a flag down. Offsides there by Aquinas. They're going to keep that man on the field. LTU takes the call. With 14 seconds left, they're going to come back in man up.
When we come back, you don't want to miss this. 14 seconds to go. Can the Blue Devils produce a magical finish here in Farmington Hills, Michigan? 14-13, the Aquinas lead. We'll be right back. So here we go. Aquinas on a 5-0 run, 14 seconds left. Blue Devils with the possession.
This is it right here for the Blue Devils. You got 1, maybe 2 shots if you get the first one off quick. You got to find the back of the net and force overtime here.
Looking for back-to-back wins, but now down a goal. Couture.
Here's all streaking through. Oh, he's open for a second there.
Shot in front.
Off the
Did that
post.
off the post with 1 second. That'll do it. So inches separate this one from what could have been a tie. And the Aquinas Saints pull off a comeback with a 5-0 run to wrap things up. They'll take it 14-13. And a nail biter. The Blue Devils dropped to 3 and 4. Just inches separated the post and perhaps the back of the net. That'll be one that the Blue Devils won't totally be satisfied with, surrendering what was a 13-9 lead. It was a fun one for you today on LTSN, but Blue Devils come up short. The first of our doubleheader ended up in a victory on the women's side of things. They get their first WAC win. Blue Devils dropped to 0-1 in WAC play. They'll be back at it next week against Lourdes down in Sylvania, Ohio. So you're once again in your final, 14-13 in favor of the Saints in the comeback victory today here in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Signing off for producer Ali Hadi, Alex Johnson, Gabe O'Neill, I'm Jason Ross Jr. Have a wonderful afternoon.